Hi, I'm Bob Clark, and welcome to another episode of Bergen County Real Estate TV. I'm really excited about this episode, so we're going to jump right into it. This is a little bit of a milestone for the show. We've actually got our first guest. Our first guest is Joe Fleming. He's a home inspector with All-in-One Home Inspection. You can find his website at allinonehomeinspection.com. Let's go right to it, and we've got a great interview with Joe. He's got some great information for us. Okay, we're here with Joe Fleming from All-in-One Home Inspections. So, Joe, tell me, what should a buyer expect from a home inspection?
Well, with each home inspection, they should expect to get an introduction to the home they're buying. It's not just about finding out, like, there's a few things wrong, but also, what are all the switches, what makes the house work, what's the crazy box up in the attic, what's that doing? We're there to discover what all the things are in the house and try to help them along so that when they move in, they know what to do with everything in the home. We spend a lot of time outdoors looking at the drainage around the house, making sure there's no puddling water against the foundation, making sure they know the importance of keeping the gutters clean, and then we work our way through the house.
Now, do you approach an inspection differently if it's say a move-up homeowner, somebody's already been a homeowner, as opposed to a first-time buyer?
Yes, I sure do. First-time home buyers they need a little more hand-holding.
Are you seeing any common issues, things over and over again?
Well, the most common things are, doors that don't latch, reverse polarity outlets, meaning that they got the two wires backwards and it shows up on your tester, broken glass in the windows. Those are very, very common kinds of problems.
Okay. All right. Is there anything, I've always wanted to ask this, are there any red flags that should make a buyer run if they see it while they're shopping for a house?
Well, yes, there are. And when people ask me if they're looking at houses and they ask me ahead of time, what should I look at? I'll suggest that they bring a flashlight and they look in every dark corner that they normally wouldn't. And if they're in the basement, I say, look at finished walls at the outside of the foundation. See if there's any mold spots in the corners or in a closet. Look for signs that water might have leaked in. Go up in the attic. If there's a pull down stair, go up in the attic and look around. Shine the flashlight. Look for signs of moisture leakage or there's been animals in the attic or something that would have made a mess, that they wouldn't normally see.
With all these bank-owned properties, a lot of them are winterized. Can you inspect a house if it's winterized, or what does somebody need to do with a winterized house?
Well, when we ask that question, to our clients, is the house, is somebody living there? And if they're not, then that's our first clue that maybe the house is winterized. So we keep asking questions till we find out. If a house has been winterized, we strongly recommend that, if at all possible, they get the electric and the water and the heat turned on. They'll get more out of their home inspection. And I have inspected homes where, we can't check the plumbing, we can't check the electricity because the bank's just not going to turn that stuff on. And unfortunately, then you're buying a bit of an enigma. You might have pipes that are split. You wouldn't know about it.
Roofs seem to be a big deal to buyers, especially first-time home buyers. I mean, what would you say to a buyer regarding a roof of a house?
Well, obviously, the younger the roof is, the better. But sometimes we're looking at roofs that are more than halfway through their lives, and we look at it to say, how's it wearing? Is all the shingles in place? Or are all the flashings patched? Are the rubber boots on the plumbing vents, are they all in place? I mean, we take a good, hard, long look, and then if there's any areas that look like they're going to be prone or sensitive to leakage over the last part of that roof's lives, we say, you're probably going to have somebody come look every 2 or 3 years just to keep up with the deterioration of the roof before you replace it.
Okay.
And if they manage it, they could probably stretch the life of the roof for quite a while.
Now, do you have anything you want to leave people with?
Sometimes with like the first-time home buyers, about halfway through the inspection, you can see that you see that they're being overwhelmed with all the information they're gathering in. So the home inspection, it's a lot about finding out. You gather a lot of information in a short period of time, and you shouldn't make a snap decision based on the results of the inspection that minute. You got to take it all in, and the next day you'll sleep on it and say, yeah, it wasn't so bad. I can deal with all this stuff, and then you move on.
Well, that was some great information from Joe Fleming of All-in-One Home Inspections. You can find his website at allinonehomeinspections.com. Joe works in New York and New Jersey. He's a great home inspector. He does a lot of inspections for me, and he really helps put things in perspective when you're buying the home. So for Bergen County Real Estate TV, I'm Bob Clark, and I'll see you next time.